He never chose the easy path. His childhood began with war, hunger, and migration, but today he stands as a UFC champion, Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria was born on January 21, 1997, in Halle, Germany. His parents were Georgian refugees, forced to leave their homeland after the Abkhazian War of 1992 to 1993. The war left thousands of Georgians homeless. Because of this, Ilia's family temporarily settled in Germany. When Ilia turned 4 years old, his family left Germany and returned to Georgia. They settled in Kutaisi, the second largest city in the country. Life there was tough, marked by economic hardship, post-war poverty, and a lack of resources. At the age of 7, Ilia began training in Greco-Roman wrestling, a sport deeply rooted in Georgian tradition. His coaches quickly recognized his natural strength and remarkable self-control. By the time he was 10, Ilia was also practicing karate and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Even at such a young age, he already stood out as a powerful, disciplined, and determined athlete. In 2012, at just 15 years old, Ilia and his family moved to Alicante, Spain. They arrived with almost nothing: no language, no resources, only struggles. For Ilia, it was a true test: a new country, a new culture, language barriers, and financial hardship. During this time, Ilia left school behind and dedicated his entire life to the gym. Training became his only source of joy. For him, sport was a path to hope and survival. He trained day and night, shaping himself into a professional fighter. Ilia joined Clement Club, one of Spain's most respected MMA academies, famous for producing champions. There, he quickly stood out in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. At only 16 years old, Ilia earned his black belt, an extraordinary achievement at such a young age. Ilia began his professional MMA career in 2015, at just 18 years old. He quickly rose through the Spanish and European circuits. In his early fights, he dominated his opponents, making a name for himself across local arenas. Many of Ilia's victories came by submission, a clear display of his elite skills in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. In just a short time, he emerged as one of the most promising young fighters in Spain and across Europe. By 2018, he was already competing in Cage Warriors and other European promotions, steadily building his record. In October 2020, Ilia Topuria made his UFC debut. He faced Youssef Zalal, controlling the fight from start to finish. With a dominant performance, he earned a unanimous decision victory. This fight proved that Ilia Topuria had a bright future inside the UFC. In his second UFC fight, Ilia knocked out Damon Jackson in the very first round. This win proved he was not only a world-class grappler, but also a dangerous striker. Soon after, he faced Ryan Hall, known for his tricky Eamon rolls. Ilia dominated him everywhere, on the ground and on the feet. In 2022, Ilia faced Jai Herbert. In the first round, he was dropped by a heavy shot, but he quickly recovered. Then, in the second round, Ilia landed a powerful punch that knocked Herbert out cold. This fight proved his iron will and his unbreakable spirit. In February 2024, Ilia Topuria challenged Alexander Volkanovski for the UFC Featherweight Championship. Volkanovski was the long-reigning champion, widely considered the best in the division. In the second round, Ilia landed a devastating knockout and became the new UFC Featherweight champion. With that victory, he made history as the first UFC champion to represent both Georgia and Spain. Ilia Topuria fought Charles Oliveira at UFC 3317 on June 28, 2025. In the first round, he scored a powerful knockout and became the UFC lightweight champion. This victory made him one of the few fighters in UFC history to become a two-division champion. He also earned the Performance of the Night bonus and rose to #1 in the pound-for-pound rankings.